how does programs like down payment assistance and things of that nature come into the fold when working with the first-time home
Yeah,
buyers?
I'm the program queen. I specialize in down payment and closing cost assistance programs. Funding and coming up with money for down payment and closing costs has been an obstacle for years. Before they started incorporating mortgage insurance, people had to put 20% down, 30% down. Loan
Hmm.
terms, we're talking
Hmm.
about 50-year loan terms. Loan terms were 5 and 10 years, okay? And with a
Yeah.
balloon payment at the end.
Yeah.
Crazy. Being able to have things in place that can widen that door and let more people in is always a good thing. And so when we talk about areas where the cost of housing is really expensive, people are paying a lot of money for rent. It's a lot harder to save up 15, 20, 25, $30,000. Having the option of using a down payment assistance program has opened up the door for many people to get into home ownership sooner rather than later. The key is home ownership and really being able to benefit off of the investment is getting in as soon as you possibly can because it's the
Yes.
time in it. We talked about that, right? The appreciation, the equity is built based on the amount of time. Value
Yes.
going up. So the longer the time period, even with the down payment assistance programs, you're using up some of your equity because you're using an assistance program. But again, it is a way for some people to get in sooner rather than later. It's a way for some people to get in at all who wouldn't be able to get in. I always see that as a viable option. But what I tell people is this: the better financial position you're in, the more options you have. If you have really strong credit and you have money saved up and you have stability and income, then you're going to have more options than the other person. We always want to be in the best position possible, but we always want to try to see if we can get in as soon as possible. Because even the people who bought houses during that time, in the last 3 years or so, when interest rates were high, are still in a better position than if they would have continued to rent. I haven't had one client ever come back to me and say, I am so sorry I ever bought a house.
Welcome to the I Triumph Real Estate Blueprint Podcast, where greatness awaits you.